Hi guys, annyeong, hola, hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been like a long time since I did a talking video and I kind of feel awkward, like I don't know what it is, like I'm not used to talking in the camera. As you guys can see, I'm back in New York. A little weird, like I haven't been able to like really make videos because I live I have my family around now, so it's not like I could just have quiet for a little bit. So I was like, okay, today is like the second day of me doing nothing, so let me record, because I noticed that about me being back home is that I sleep a lot. Like I just keep sleeping, and I'm trying to stop it. I go back to school in maybe 2 weeks, so I'm like trying to stop sleeping so much because I have to get out of that habit. But for now, I've just been sleeping. But I do go to work tomorrow. So today's video, I wanted to share a clubbing story because I feel like this would be fun, and I think I'm gonna record this video and probably send it out by the end of today because I'm not doing anything else. So I want to give a clubbing story today. Exciting. I thought about it a bunch of times because I've been back for maybe almost 3 weeks now, and a lot of stories that I have, they're all bottled up inside, and I just want to tell people all the time about my experience abroad. And you guys have to get ready for that. It's like not everyone is like on the same level as you when they want to hear about it all the time, because trust me, my friends would lose their mind. Hasn't happened yet, but I feel like once I go back to school, they're gonna lose their mind because all I'm gonna want to do is talk about what happened to me in Korea. So I thought to myself, let me just share everything that happened to me in Korea with you guys, because you guys clicked on the video and you guys want to hear about certain videos, or this might influence you to go or not go. I'm basically using you guys to dump all of my experiences out, and I think this is going to be fun. So let's see how many stories I can remember. Maybe the Seulgi influenced a lot of my stories, but let's see how many I can blurt out to you guys. So the first story I want to start off with is the first time I ever went to NB1, NB2 and NB1. I want to share this story because I tried to do a one about like the first time I went to a club in general. It's not that interesting because nothing really happened. Like it was like a good starter one. So the first time I went to NB2. Now, this was in September. I would like to say it was September. It was like September, but like towards the end, because we didn't go to NB2 until towards the end of towards the end of September, like the beginning of my exchange, because me and my friends spent a lot of our time in Itaewon. We started off there. We went to a lot of clubs in Itaewon in the beginning, and then we also went to Hongdae, but we didn't go to NB2 because it was like so expensive to get inside half the time. So we're just like no, or we just never stumbled upon it. But once I walked past one day, and I was like, oh, NB2 is right there. It's right there. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going here next weekend. I'm going here, and because I heard so many stories, and I was like, I have to go inside. Like I need to know. So this was a Friday. I would like to think this was a Friday because my roommate was home, and no one felt like going out because I believe we might have went out that Thursday. So none of my friends really not one of them, but some of my friends. So I'm gonna say Jasmine. Yeah. So Yasmina and Sarah are my go-to for the clubbing because they love to club. They're party animals, those two, and I am as well. So Yasmina wasn't feeling well, and she was so tired from the night before, so she was like, no. And I was studying. I was studying. It was I don't even know what time. I think maybe 10. It's probably 10 o'clock at night. I was in Holly's Coffee, and I was studying with my friend Zach. And after a while, after studying KLI for a while, I was like, wow, I really want to go out right now. I was like, I need to go out right now. So I texted Sarah because Jasmine already told me, like, no. But I texted Sarah, and I was like, oh, Barfly? And Barfly is a club that we went to, the first clubbing experience we ever had was Barfly. So I was like, oh, Barfly? And she was like, of course, let's go. Because I could always rely on her for clubbing. So I was like, okay, let's go. I walked all the way back to campus and I went to get her. And we walked around. Barfly was dead. Like, it was nobody in Barfly, because Barfly is not a place you go party unless it's like a party place that someone's like having a party there. Like, you can't go there and just club. Like, you can't do that. You have to, like, usually parties, like, people rent out that place and then they party there. So you can't just like, oh, I want to party, that's it. But also a lot of people who rent that out is like only Koreans, that's it. Like, because we had that happen. So we walked around to see some other clubs that were around, bars that was around. They were like, oh, can you speak Korean? No. Like, I told you this story before. Can you speak Korean? No, I can't. Then you guys can't come in. Like, stuff like that. So after a while of us walking, Sarah was like, I don't feel good. And I was like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. But after more and more walking, she was like, let's just go to Hongdae. And I was like, girl, I don't got makeup on. Because if I was going to Barfly, I was like, I don't really care that much. Like, I had my bucket hat. I bought this Jungkook looking bucket hat. Like, I put my bucket hat on. My red braids were down. Like, I'm going to post a picture, like, right there of how I looked. But I had a bucket hat on. I had, like, whatever. Like, I didn't look like I was going to go party. Like, I just looked comfortable-ish. So we was like, okay, let's go, because I don't turn down parties either. So me and Sarah go, and we're walking around, and every place looks really, for the most part, dead. And I'm like, let's go to NB2. We both go to NB2, and because I was like, now or never, it's going to happen today. So we go to NB2, and what happens, we get there. Now, I'm going to give you a little advice about NB2. Only come with your passport. If you're a foreigner, come with your passport, because I don't know what happened to them in the past, but they rather have a passport or some type of ID card that's like from your country. Like, my friend used her Albanian card and that worked, but I used like my state ID from New York and that didn't work. So I had to started bringing my passport, because the guy let me in the first time, but he was like, I'm not letting you in next time. And I was like, okay. Like, I swear he didn't like me. But I was like, okay, I'll bring it next time. But he was nice about it. So make sure you have that. And some advice for you guys, you clubbers out there, is get there at the free time. So get there, or not the free time, but get there at before 11? Before 11? Before 11 or before 12? I would say try to get there before 11, because I think at 10, you get three free drinks, and it's only $10. If you get there past 11, or if you get there past past 11, if you get there past 11, I believe it is $15, and you only get 2 free drinks, because this is when more people start to come, because no one goes and parties that early. But if you come early, they think like, oh, you're gonna attract more people inside, which happens at a lot of clubs, honestly. So get there at the free time, and make sure you bring your passport. Or your ARC once you get it. Like, once you get your alien registration card, you're fine. Just bring that. Okay, so me and Sarah go in this club, and oh my god. I've never been starstruck from a place before. Like, I was starstruck because I watched so many videos, guys. Like, I feel like so many YouTubers, so many of them I love to death. They post about what NB2 looks like, the stories about NB2. So I was just looking around like, oh my gosh, she said that happened over there. Oh my god, she said that. Like, I was so starstruck from a place. Like, I was like, oh my god, this is not how I pictured it, but it's perfect. Like, this is my first thoughts. I'm like, oh my god. So we get in, the first floor is where the first bar is. Like, well, one of the first bars. Like, you walk out in the door, and it's like right there to like your right. And me and her got a drink. And we're just sitting there, we're like looking downstairs. It was packed with people. Friday and Saturday is no joke. It was packed with people. So me and Sarah was looking, and we're like, I don't want to go down there. She's like, I don't want to go down there either. And we just didn't go down there for the first time. Like, the first time we didn't go there at first. We're like, we're going to wait a second. So we go, and we go to this other part, like off of the first main thing, because you can look over the banister and see what's downstairs. So we went over, like, more towards the other bar, not the first bar, but the other bar, where it's like the VIP section is. So we went to go stand over there and we danced around for a bit. Now we're dancing and I see this guy and I'm like, wow, like I am like, wow, like I'm like shook because he was really, really cute and he still follows me to this day. But he was really, really cute. And I was like, oh my God, like he's cute. Like he's really cute. Oh my God. And I go up to Sarah because Sarah is also eyeing the other one. So I'm going to say the first guy is like my guy. We'll call him Mullet. Yeah, Mullet. And then I'm going to call the other one Chains because Sarah's guy, I'm going to call him Chains because he had a little chain thingy on. And I can't think of anything else. I can't remember what he looks like, honestly. So Mullet was like in the corner and I was just like, wow, he is cute. And I go up to Sarah and I'm like, Sarah, look at that guy there. And she's like, oh my God, he's cute. Because me and Sarah got the same taste, basically. And I was like, how do you say I want to dance with you to him? Because I brought up the courage. I don't want makeup on, guys. I look sick. Like how I look right now. Like I was like, I don't want to be around people and talk to them in their faces when I don't. Like I'm not club ready. So I said, Sarah, how do you say, do you want to dance with me? How do you say that? So I don't know if she didn't hear me or whatever, but she told me something. I forgot what it is. I'm gonna put down here below what she told me, and I said it to him, and he was like, "Oh, thank you," and I was like, "Oh my God!" It was like I just got rejected. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, I just got rejected with no makeup on. Yo, my self-confidence was like, it was like, hit the ground, KO. I was like, oh my God. And Sarah was like, oh, what happened? And I was like, I just got rejected. I was like, I just got rejected. She was like, what are you talking about? I said, I asked him to dance, and he was like, thank you, like shooed me away almost. And she was like, oh. She's like, you wanted me to tell you, like, you wanted to dance with him? I thought you wanted me to say, I like the way you dance. I was like, girl, please. I was like, yo, you can't do that to me. I said, Sarah, listen to me. Like, I almost cried. I almost cried in this club right now. She was like, oh. So how do you say, do you want to dance with me? She was like, so she told me again. I'll put it down here. She told me how to say it to him. And he was like, oh, yeah. So he started like dancing around with me, like it was fun. And then Sarah saw Chains. Chains was staring at Sarah. Like Chains was like, that's how I seen Mullet, honestly. Like I saw Mullet because he was his friend and he was off in the corner, and Chains was like going off dancing. Like he was like busting out moves. Like I can't dance, but he was busting out moves, and I was like, wow, he can dance. But Chains was like doing it to impress Sarah. Like I don't care what no one says. I don't care what she says either. He was doing it on purpose. So then, yeah, but Chains and Mullet were like, okay, we're gonna, Mullet was like, oh, I'll be right back. And Chains left with him. He's like, oh, we're gonna be right back. And they left. So they left to go get a drink somewhere. I don't even know what they were doing. I actually don't even know where they went. But they left. And me and Sarah just dancing. And I see this guy. First of all, guys, I'm blind. I have to have glasses on at all times. But I don't go clubbing with my glasses because I don't trust I'll come back with them. And I don't want to get them dirty. So I was like, okay. I was like, this guy is staring into my soul right now. Like I can see him, and I'm blind. Like I can see him looking at me. It's like this. I don't know if he was Filipino or whatever. But I don't guess. Like I don't like to guess. I'm gonna scratch that. I think he might have been Filipino, but he could have also just been any kind of dark skinned Asian. I never asked him. So he was like staring at me. He had like this jacket on. First of all, bitch, it was hot. So he had this like jacket that had like fur. I don't know what it was, but he looked good, but it was too hot for whatever he had on. So he was just staring at me. And he like looked at him, like he leaned over and was like this to me. And I was like that. Like I read back because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play this game with you right now. I'm gonna play the game with you because I don't shy away from it. I'm like, hi. So basically, that gave him all the courage he needed to come and walk himself all the way to me. And he comes and he's like, hey, like, what's your name? And I'm like, oh, I'm Essence, whatever. And he was like, oh, like, we were just having a full-blown conversation. He's like, oh, I'm from Georgia. I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm from Virginia. He's like, oh, you're from Virginia? Oh, this guy's from one guy was from Texas, and the other one was from California. They're like, oh, they're from the States too. They're like, oh, we're all in the military. I'm like, oh, okay. They asked me if I was a teacher, which I got a lot when I was there. Like, no, I'm not a teacher. I'm a not yet. I'm not a teacher. I'm a student. I go to Yonsei. They were like, oh wow, that's so cool. Like, how, like, they asked me how old I was, and I was like, oh, I'm 20. They were like, what are you even doing in this club? And I'm like, what do you mean? What am I doing in the club? They were like, you can't even be here. If you were in America, you can't be here. I'm like, yeah, but that's why I'm in Korea right now. I can be wherever I want right now. Which was amazing but except for my 21st birthday, because I did have you guys saw, I had my 21st birthday in Korea, and it didn't even feel like I was in Korea. It didn't even feel like I turned 21 because I was drinking since I stepped my foot on the soil. Like, I was drinking. So that was what happened. So we were having a full conversation. I think his name was Jin. Yeah, because his Snapchat name was Gin and Juice. Yeah. So his name was Jin. And we were just having a full-blown conversation. And it was cool. And his friends were nice. But his friends were trying to hit on my friend Sarah. And I'm like, no. Once Sarah has, like, her eyes locked on someone, that's who she's going for. And I love that because she is dedicated. I am, like... I used to be just like that. Like, I don't even care. Like, I flow with the wind, especially when I'm like single or I'm like not talking to anybody. I'm like, whatever. So we're having a full-blown conversation, and then the guys come back. Chains and Mullet came back, and I was like, oh my god. So Sarah's attention peeked right back onto Chains, and Chains saw her with a bunch of guys around her, so Sarah started to back up so that because what happens is, like, I had like a lot of friends when I was exchange. So a lot of people get intimidated. I've noticed, like, because when me and Sarah go out alone, or when Sarah and Yasmin go out alone, or where I go out by myself, people tend to approach me easier because they don't feel like so scared, because I have a few guy friends that will go clubbing with us, and they don't feel as nervous to go clubbing with us or dance with us. So she started backing up so that Chains will come in. And then Mullet was like staring me in my eye, like, he was like, what are you doing? Like that's what he was doing in my head. He was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you over there with those guys? And I started back up too. Those guys came up to me. They were like, oh, well, we're about to go to NB1 because we want to go get our other drink. Do you want to come? And I was like, oh, maybe later. Like, I'll come later, maybe. I said, just because I really can't. Like, I was like, oh, I can because I have to wait for my friend. My friend's doing something. Like, okay, like, you guys come later. I'm like, yeah, I'll come later. Yo, if a girl in the club tell you she can come later, she not gonna come later, okay? Because I started drinking and I was not leaving that club. Like, I wasn't gonna leave. So they're like, yeah, let's like hit me. Like, you guys just come over. Like, we're gonna be over there. Da da da. And I was like, okay. So I'm like looking at Mullet, and Mullet decided this is when he wanted to approach me first. So he came up to me once the guys left. He came up to me and we started dancing, and it was nice. Like, we started dancing and we're having a full-blown conversation. And they were like, oh, we want to go dance downstairs. Do you guys want to come downstairs with us? I was like, oh, of course. Let's go dance. I'll leave with you guys. So let's go downstairs right now. So we like leave and go into the soundproof basement is what they call it. So we go to the basement part, and some man stopped me at immediately stopped me at the stairs, and he was like, oh, can I talk to you really quick? I don't know how to say no to people or say that I'm doing something right now, but I was like, sure. I was like, why? What happened? And he was like, oh, I just wanted to tell you, like, you're really pretty, and that, like, I can speak English, because he was Korean. Like, I can speak English, like, you're really pretty. That I was like, oh, thank you. And he was like, oh, well, I wanted to, you want to dance with me? I'm like, well, I'm with my friends right now, so I can't. Like, right now I can't. He's like, oh, you can't even for like a little bit? I was like, no, I can't. Like, I really can't. Like I said, like I was pointing. I was like, my friends are like right there. Like, I'm supposed to be going with them. And he was like, oh, okay, like, whatever. Like, I'll just, like, if I see you and you're not, like, doing anything or whatever. I was like, yeah, okay. And I'll just, like, walked away. And I felt bad because he seemed like he was really nice. He probably was really nice, but I, like, was so focused on Mullet. Mullet had my attention. So Me and Mullet are talking, and Sarah's dancing with Chains because Chains can't speak English, I don't think, and Sarah is really good at Korean. So they were having a conversation, and Mullet was talking to me in English, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like I taught myself English." Yo, I met so many in Korea. I'm sorry, hold on. I met so many people in Korea that taught themselves English, and I can barely understand English. So I'm like, what? I'm like, how do you guys do that? Like, how do you learn? How do you just teach yourself that language like that? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like how with me in Spanish used to be, where I just picked it up and learned. But I'm like, how? Teach me your ways. Like, I need to be like that. I'm still working on continuing my Korean because I'm so tired all the time. So, like, people keep saying, "Oh, I taught myself English. I'm teaching myself English." I'm like, what? That's amazing. So, kudos to people who speak two languages because I feel like it's the hardest thing in the world, and I will always, always, always respect people who can speak more than one. So that's unscratched whatever I was talking about. Yeah, so now I'm talking to Mullet, and Mullet is like, okay, like, oh, I'm like, what? I told him my name was Essie because that's just easier for people to say than Essence. I don't know why. So I was like, Essie is my name. They're like, oh, okay, okay. And we were talking, and I was like, oh, I'm from New York. He was like, from New York? I was like, yeah, I'm from New York. Oh, I gotta stop telling people I'm from New York. They're like, oh my God. He was like, oh my God, you're from New York? And he went to his friend. He was like, Hyung. He was like, oh, she's from New York. And I feel like God was playing games because immediately New York came on. New York, the song. Like, Alicia Keys and Jay-Z popped up because that song loved to show up around me. Like, every time. And these boys, yo, I think about it every day. The Chains lifted like the Jay-Z Illuminati triangle sign at me like this. He just flung it at me. And also, he was like copying his friends, like he did it to me too. And I was like, I felt like they were trying to give me their chakra or something. Like they were trying to give me like some energy because they kept doing it for like half the song, like this to me. And I was just like I did it back. Like I didn't know what to do because I was just sitting there and these two guys are like this at me. So I was just like that. And we just started talking and talking and talking. Sarah's guy had needed to leave, and they were gonna go get some food or something. I don't know why we didn't go with them. Like I don't remember what happened, but me and Sarah were like, okay, like it's nice to meet you. Like bye. He was like, okay, let's get lunch one of these days. We never got lunch, but let's get lunch one of these days and have lunch and like talk whatever. Yeah, so that was it with those two guys. Me and Sarah stayed a little longer and we like danced for a while, and then we went home at like 5 something. Yeah, we went home at like 5 something, and I was like, wow, NB2 was amazing. We need to do it again and again and again and again. And you know what we did? We did it again and again and again and again. I even stayed until the longest I ever stayed was like 9 in the morning. No, 8 in the morning is the longest I've been at NB2. I have like 2 stories about that, about me being there that long. But yeah, so that was my first NB2 experience. Oh my God, I got it out of my brain. So if you guys like this video, please, please, please comment down below any other stories you want to hear. If there's anything about Korea you want to know, because trust me, I got so many things like up here, and they're all going to leave my brain soon. They're all going to exit the facilities because it makes me feel good. And I also rewatch them, and I'm just like, I like to reminisce on it. So if there's anything you guys want to hear, please comment down below. Please, please, please don't forget to like the button. You should like it because you watched the video and you love me and you want to just click the like button. And also just hit the alarm if you want to see any other stories, because I have so many stories. I have maybe four more vlogs left that I'm still in the midst of editing. And then I have like maybe 3 talking videos I recorded a long time ago. And I also am just gonna make all these talking videos and hope you guys like them. So thank you guys again for watching and supporting me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. 안녕.